friends, and welcome back. Thank you so much for watching. I know it's been a while since I posted a video. I've been so excited lately about these ideas I have for videos for like the end of 2020, the start of 2021, doing some prepping and stuff. I've been planning that. I'm hoping that you will see them soon. I really hope and plan to try and challenge myself and be a bit more creative. But meanwhile, while working on that one and gathering the things, prepping and planning, I thought that I would just do a simple sit-down video where I talk about some of the books I read recently. So let's just start, okay? I have no order to this. I have no structure, I have no script, I barely remember what I read. Let's talk about things I read recently. I just have my phone here so I can bring up Goodreads. What have I read recently? November really hasn't been the best reading month for me. October was amazing. I read great books in October. I read Ready Player One, Crooked Kingdom, Invisible Life of Addie LaRue, Poppy War. Oh my god, they were so good. November, a bit of a rougher start, unfortunately. In November, I started reading Let the Right One In Swedish, Låt den inte komma in, by John Ajvide Lundqvist. I DNF'd that book at 42%. The writing just wasn't for me. I didn't connect with the characters. I felt like the plot was quite predictable. There were so many characters and like subplots that I had no interest in at all. Really didn't like the writing. Very unfortunate, and I wasted a lot of time trying to read that one. That went badly. Following that, I also read, and this is gonna maybe shock some people. Everyone apparently loves it. I didn't. And that book is Get a Life, Chloe Brown. I don't, I don't know, it didn't work for me. I liked Chloe Brown, I liked the main character a lot. She had a lot of character, she was fun. I didn't really form any opinion at all about Red, like he could have done whatever, been whoever. Just like the pacing of the book and the development of the relationship, that just didn't work for me. It was too easy at first, like in the beginning. It was so easy. There wasn't even like coincidences. You know how in the start of a book, and when people start meeting up, sometimes there are just coincidences that put those two people together? None of that, it just happened. The thing about that is, where's my pining? Where's my yearn? Where's my slow burn? None of that at all. The smutty scenes didn't really do that much for me either, honestly. I just feel disappointed when I look at it. Perhaps my expectations were too high, but everyone loves this one. Everyone has given it either 4 or 5 stars, and I didn't. I don't feel that bad about not loving it. I did want to. I was so excited about this one. I like the concept. Also, that's one of the things. This entire list thing, yeah, the disability rep was great. Good job. But, I mean, I love the idea of a bucket list. I would have wanted it to be longer. I would have wanted it to be more evolved. Perhaps the book needed to be longer, or there needed to be some other bullet points on this list. I like the idea, I like the concept, but I didn't enjoy how it was executed. I feel like it could have been so different and so much better. I gave it 3 stars though, because yeah, it was alright. It's like a meh book. How many unfollowed me now? So I was kind of slumping with those 2 books, and I just needed something to pick me up. One book that I read was this. Shades of Magic, The Steel Prince, a graphic novel. I never read graphic novels, ever. It's the prequel to Darker Shades of Magic. And it was cool. I don't have that much to say about it. The characters are interesting. There is a lot of potential in this one. Unfortunately, this book mostly felt like kind of like a filler in a series, if you know what I mean. That it's that one episode where nothing really happens. Things happen, but they don't really have any importance to the rest of the story. That's kind of what this is. It did leave me wanting more in the end, so I might pick up the next one. The second volume. As I said, I don't read graphic novels, ever. Another book that I picked up when I was slumping due to Let the Right One In was Long Way Down by Jason Reynolds. This is a very short book, a very short audiobook. I finished it on just 1 bus ride, also because I listen to audiobooks on like double speed, but still. I think it was like 1 hour, 1.5 hours perhaps. Interesting concept, interesting writing. It was too short for me to really get any time to connect to the characters and the story. I understand the importance of the story. Maybe it was me not being focused enough, or it was that the story was too short, but I wasn't able to connect to it during that short time. Interesting concept. It's about a guy who's about to murder someone, and he goes in the elevator, and in that elevator some people enter and kind of have conversations with him. Yeah? I think that we should now focus a bit more on the fun stuff in this video, because I I'm currently reading a lot of fun and great things, and those have definitely been helping me out of my slump. The first book, the perfect book for this, is The Dragon Republic by R.F. Kuang. This is the sequel to The Poppy War. I absolutely loved The Poppy War. It might be my favorite book of 2020. I love the pacing, I love the story, the writing. I couldn't predict a thing. The characters were so interesting. I picked this one up right away, right after I finished The Poppy War. The really cool thing about this one is that I'm actually buddy reading this one. I've never buddy read before. And spoilers, I'm doing 2 this month. I'm buddy reading this book together with The Return Card. Also called Lost in a Book. Be right back on Twitter. I'll share her link down below. And I'll share her YouTube as well. But yeah, I'm buddy reading this one. I'm currently 164 pages in. It's about 25%, a fourth. I'm just happy to be back in this place. Oh my god, I've been missing this. This is what I needed to get me out of that like sucky 10 days or 2 week slump. Oh my god, yes. I'm still so scared, like what's going to happen. So much has happened and it's only been fourth of the book. These are so good. If you haven't read this yet, please pick it up. It's amazing. The Poppy War was amazing. Fantastic fantasy novels. I'm not too sure how to describe them. We follow Rin, a girl who in Poppy War she enters this military school, and that's about that, and then there's a war, and this is the continuation of that. Good luck. The second buddy read I'm doing, which I mentioned, I'm doing 2 buddy reads, is for Ninth House by Leigh Bardugo, and I'm buddy reading this with Nadia. She has a book blog. It's called The Antagonist Diaries, and I will also link all of her things down below. Unfortunately, I have not read that much yet. I'm only on the 2nd chapter. What this one is about, I don't quite know yet. I'm trying to figure it out. It's classed or categorized as dark academia, which is interesting because I have not read dark academia before, but it's a very trending genre. It takes place at a college campus. It's Yale, and I believe that the main character of this one sees ghosts. And basically there's this, I don't know, American college traditions, what's it called? There's this sorority or fraternity. What are those called? A club. A school club. A college school club. Let's go with that. I think she's a part of it, and they kind of do research about these ghosts that she can see. I was really confused by the first chapter. I think I'm understanding more by the 2nd chapter, but I still obviously have quite a lot to go. I recently read Crooked Kingdom and Six of Crows by Leigh Bardugo. I love those. But this, I feel like the writing is quite different in this one. It's interesting. I'm very curious, and I'm so happy to be doing another buddy read. It's actually so much fun. I've never done buddy reads before. I was like, how to buddy read help. The last book I want to talk about real quickly is In a Holidays by Christina Lauren, because the thing is, I recently started taking my car to work, and that means I'm losing a lot of reading time because I used to read on the bus. But now I'm driving and I can't drive and read at the same time. But what I can do is listen to audiobooks. So I started listening to In a Holidays by Christina Lauren. Now, if you've seen one of my previous videos, you know that I loved The Unhoneymooners by Christina Lauren. 5 stars. All the tropes were perfect. Perfect execution. Great characters. Loved it. I wanted to try out a holiday themed book, and I wanted something light and easy to start with for my audiobook journey that I'm on now. Started listening to that one. It's so much fun. Basically, we're following a girl who she always spends Christmas together with her family and the friends of the family in this cabin. And she kind of ends up in this scenario where she's reliving the same vacation over and over again. So it's kind of that type of time travel thing where she's trying to figure out, okay, what should I do, what shouldn't I do? It's great, it's so much fun. I'm almost done with it. I will finish it tomorrow. I'm 85% through. I'm guessing I'm a fan of Christina Lauren. I'm just gonna have to go through all of their books now. And my feet are falling asleep here. I'm really hoping that I will be able to hit 52 books this year. I'm at 46 currently. If I finish all of the books I'm currently reading, I will reach 52 books read in 2020, and that would be amazing since my original goal was 12 books. If you have any audiobook recommendations, please let me know, because I will be binging them starting from now. My drive to work takes 50 minutes in the morning and over an hour in the evening due to like a lot of queuing in lines. Give me all of the audiobook recommendations. If you have any other holiday book recommendations, please share them as well, because I have never read Christmas themed books and that could be very interesting. I just wanted to talk a bit about the books I'm currently reading and what I've read. Take care, okay? Bye!
Don't think about what comes